Goeienaand aan die Vyf Ligte kykers. Kali,
Hey.
Rassie
Oh, Wynand.
en Brian.
Ja,
Hierdie program is baie trots geborg deur niemand begrafnisdienste want hulle vat jou van iemand na niemand toe in 5 sekondes.
Awesome.
Okay, so niemand borg die program nie en ons
daarvoor.
het 'n baie spesiale gas. Graham, welcome.
how's it? I didn't understand a word you said.
It's okay because insufficient funds, bro.
Insufficient.
I just want to say to you, if you look to your left, you've got a special guest next to you.
Markus. Oh. Nice. How's it, Michael? Lekker, man.
Yeah, we've got special audiences here. They
Kan ons
don't normally
kan ons
talk.
net vir almal wys, hy praat nie van die liquidized veggie smoothie
Oh,
hier. Hy praat van
sorry.
actual. Close? No cigar.
No cigar.
Yeah.
So guys, we're going to mix it up a bit. I'll talk English and Kali and Rasi
Vol in
Zulu.
Zulu kan.
He's going to talk Zulu.
Vader
Xhosa.
Yeah, Zulu.
And
Rasi
then
gaan mekaar
Ja, boa.
Graham, you've changed your name from Graham Break on the Apex to Graham on the pole.
On pole.
On pole.
Graham on
I thought
pole.
it's on the pole. It's on pole.
Ja, kyk,
That's a different channel. We'll talk about that channel.
Afterwards.
We'll talk about that channel
weet jy
afterwards.
van Engels en Afrikaans beteken dit
Forward
iets
slash
anders.
OM. It's his OnlyFans account.
Yes, no, we'll talk about that channel
Op
afterwards.
daai paal. Ja, soveel.
Tell us a little bit about yourself,
Yeah.
your channel. I mean, I watch your stuff a lot. I love it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
And welcome on the show.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Hey, alweer 'n bietjie geld wat uitgekom het.
What?
Afrikaans.
Almost.
Nee, ja, toe maar.
I heard sukkel.
That's the only Afrikaans word I know.
And that sounded
Sorry, no, go ahead.
lekker.
No, okay, so Graham Break at the Apex was my identity, basically. We had a podcast called Break at the Apex, so I was just Graham from Break at the Apex. But
Okay.
we're going in a slightly different direction, slightly rebranded. Well,
Okay.
I say rebranded. I've pulled away from the podcast and rebranded to Graham on Pole, not the Pole. Like I said, that's a different kind.
Channel.
Now that everybody knows about it, I mean, it was a secret, but it's fine.
It's on click.
Yeah, it's too late now. So I just do F1 content and I love it. Been an F1 fan for a long time, so yeah, I mean, it's
I love the fact that you support Sauber.
I just want to make it clear that to be fair, I'd rather be supporting Sauber at this point. No, let me not do them dirty.
Hallo, Felix.
No, let me not do them dirty. Let me not do them dirty. But yeah, no. I mean, I don't really dislike many teams. I just Sauber. I probably like a little bit more than Haas. I guess the Haas is probably the only team I don't like.
No, listen, bro. We can have long coffees about that.
Yeah. I think they definitely
Cafe latte. Lang koffie.
Long.
yeah.
He's are saying. Yeah, and then tell us where did you start watching F1 and how did you fall in love with the sport?
It was love at first sight, eh?
Hey,
Love it first sight.
Yeah.
Back in the V12.
Actually,
V10.
to be fair, back in the day, guys, hot topic here, or what do they call it? A hot take. I actually don't like that. I prefer the newer sound of cars to the older sound of cars. I don't know. Nobody agrees with me on this. For me, it's too buzzy, man. It hurts my ears. But
that's why we love it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
If you're deaf enough, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I know. I'm not there yet. Eh?
Well, hey, Kali is jy hom opgedraai.
Oh, got you. Okay, I got you.
That's why I'm wearing these.
Got you. I completely missed that, but I got you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I started watching. I mean, I watched as a kid. Loved McLaren growing up. I was like, I didn't want to do the whole Schumacher thing because that was like everybody's thing. And, Maverick, I want to be different kind of. I loved DC and Mika. I thought that was, for me, one of the best pairings ever until Ricardo and Max came along, and that was quite fun. But yeah, so I watched them, and then, you know, over the time, I just sat in front of races watching them. That was enjoyable. And then, yeah, high school, I stopped watching for a bit, and then I started watching again when Vettel and Ricardo were together in Red Bull. That's why I support
The Red Bull.
the Red Bull, but I also support McLaren. So yeah.
Lekker. And can you tell us your favorite race?
As in general, or my favorite one race?
Okay, so tell me your favorite race that you've watched of Mika Häkkinen.
Oh no, my goodness, geez, like that's a long time.
I can tell you my favorite race of Mika Häkkinen.
That is
Spain 2001.
No. That's going a bit too specific for me now. You're gonna have to explain.
You know what happened? His gearbox broke on the final lap, and he couldn't win the race. He got to have a lift from his.
Yeah, it's kind of dark like that.
Yeah.
But you see now,
That's why I support Ferrari.
you see now, you know, guys. Like I know you guys treat guests nicely, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's like I'll talk to you guys.
Ek hou van hoe jy 'n bietjie meer hierdie kant toe sit dit nou.
You know what? In terms of specific races, man, I remember a lot of Michael Schumacher moments. Funny enough, but I don't remember much of anything else. I just remember really enjoying DC and Häkkinen, just the way that they vibed, and I mean they're still friends today, and I still enjoy watching them together.
Yeah.
When they have conversations.
Brilliant. No, lots of respect for them.
You know, the most the thing that I remember the most about F1 from back then is the Barrichello situation.
Fiasco.
Yeah, that I remember.
2002, where he had to let Michael.
He had to let Michael pass, but also
you remember the bad stuff.
Yeah, but also Nelson Piquet finning it into the wall for Alonso.
Well, I mean, we're just waiting for Stroll to do exactly the same thing.
But it's easy to remember those things because they keep coming up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know, for me, it was a case of like on the weekend you watch a race, but you know, back then I didn't care about practice, I didn't care about quali. I just sat on the Sunday and watched the race. So for me to remember a lot of things from back then isn't that easy. But yeah, I think from about 2014, 2015 is when I really started getting into it properly, where I just watched every practice session, every quali, every interview, just
Brilliant. And then your favorite circuit on the calendar?
Top 3.
Top 3. Austria, Silverstone.
There we go. Yeah, you gotta say it. It's one of two. Which will it be?
Are you gonna say Suzuka?
Or that's one of them. Or
Brazil.
I thought you would have said Spa.
I like Spa. For my top 3, I would go Austria,
Silverstone,
Brazil.
Okay.
I like the fast tracks. I enjoy the fast tracks. I used to race leagues. So for me, it's like I relate to that more because those were the tracks I always did well on.
Okay.
The more technical tracks I struggled with a lot because I was quite heavy with the foot. So you spin out a lot with. I mean, F1 isn't yet really simulated as much as like Assetto Corsa and stuff. But it's still become, especially when you have a wheel and stuff, it can still be somewhat realistic in certain ways. And you got to have your settings pinpoint. Let me tell you, we used to do 50% races. I can tell you my ankles were sore at the end of every race. So to try and keep the pedals, you know.
You gotta...
But yeah, the fast tracks I relate with more. I prefer them. I enjoy them. And for me, they're just enjoyable to watch.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. It's great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
And we appreciate taking the time. So guys, we've got a lot to talk about. But this weekend is obviously the Belgium Grand Prix. Die Belgische Grand Prix vir die res van julle, 'n bietjie Afrikaans nummer.
But soos die wafel.
Dis die wafel.
Wafel lekker man. Lekker.
Wafel dit myne
Vra vir George.
naar gemaak, ja. So we've got a driver's circuit this weekend. Like absolutely it's a circuit where your good drivers really excel. Like you can put them in any car and they would excel. I mean, my one of my most brilliant memories was Michael in 95 blocking Hill. Hill was on weights, Michael on slicks, and he still won the race from 16th position. Okay, Kali, you can put the video on for us there. And then Kimi Raikkonen in 2002, Panis is at the top of Radio, okay, which is just past Eau Rouge at the top, and his engine blows up, and Kimi just sees smokes, but his foot is planted. And he drove, and when he hit sector 1, he was just 3/10 off Michael. Wow. And I mean, that was when the F2002 was corner, you know, so amazing memories. And then obviously the great fight between Michael and Mika in Spa 2000. I mean, Mika spun, lost 10 seconds, caught Michael, and then Michael ran out of tires, you know, and then literally 4 laps to the end, Mika passed on the inside of Zonta and Michael on the outside, and Michael thought, okay, well, I've got a slipstream here. And then Mika thought, okay, I've got a double slipstream and there's some space. And foot in the hook, and when you see it like he just nailed it. Brilliant. I think it was probably one of the best moves in F1. So
one of the other best moves, well, probably not the best move, the ballsy moves, was Gasly at the bottom of Eau Rouge, that overtake on the inside. I would never forget that. That was insane.
There's Mark Webber on the outside of Alonso.
Could have been
also, and then also Raikkonen on the outside of Michael in 2012. Just as they enter at the bottom of Eau Rouge. So really amazing.
And the famous Alonso defense on Lewis.
That was 2007.
That was
when he pushed Lewis wide.
But he did it again recently, a couple years ago as well. Same situation. And it was like a flashback of 2007.
Do you want to know what the most ballsiest move was?
No, yes, I do want to know.
It was when Max did Daniel's cool thing.
You mean Daniel Kvyat? Daniel Kvyat, yeah.
And made another kid.
And then another.
Ballsy.
Yeah, that's. Listen, you know, it's.
I mean, that's like better than taking Eau Rouge flat out.
Yeah, let me tell you, like, it's one thing to take a guy's seat, but to take his seat and his girlfriend. Oh, to be fair, that might be the same thing, but you know.
Nailed it.
Mike.
The point is to take someone's seat, their girlfriend and their daughter. That's a bit rough, but to be fair, I think they've got a good relationship. I've heard that they communicate to each other and concerning the kid. But that was rough. That was rough. Max, by the way, I mean, he also pulled. I mean, with Spa, he also pulled the whole 14th to winning.
He did. He did.
That was
in 22, 23?
23. Because in 22,
that's it. It was 23. You're right. Yeah.
I think in 22 he was still fighting with.
Yes.
You know, in 2022 was the year that I think in Spa, it was the last race until FIA killed Ferrari. I'm pretty certain it was the last race until FIA killed Ferrari. Because that was when they were still tussling.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
After that,
you're right.
They said that
Ferrari
had to heighten their
the
ride height,
I remember that. It was a sad day for us.
It was.
Fans.
It was. And you know what, hey? I think in general, if you consider the last couple of years, I think Ferrari is probably one of the most unlucky teams in Formula One because obviously they've had this 20-year drought. But if you're considering that 20 years, they've had about 3 or 4 years where they've had the car, but then FIA has knocked them somewhere.
Yeah.
And I don't know if FIA are trying to pay back from the deals they had with Ferrari in the past, or I don't know what they're doing. But it just seems like every time Ferrari is looking good, they just get
something.
knocked somehow.
They still have the veto vote. They'll never, ever let that veto vote go. Just because they're the longest standing F1 team. And that is an agreement that Enzo Ferrari did way back in the beginning in the 60s. So old Enzo still rules Ferrari and his F1 team from the grave. But you know what? Besides that, let's get back to the track. I think such a sequence of great corners. After you get the Kemmel straight, it's Puhong at the top. You got a sharp left-hander, Malmedy, and then Oh, not Malmedy, sorry. You get it is Malmedy, yeah. And then there was the corner with no name, and then it's Puong.
Sorry, what was that name?
Puong.
No, the one before.
The corner with no name.
What's the name?
Niemand. Niemand. Turn something. Turn something. Okay, and then and what I like about it is that it's a flowy circuit, taking at high speed, and you've got to. If you make the wrong, it does punish you if you make a mistake. So if you get offline, you know, it is difficult. And then obviously, I love a wet race at Spa. You know, it does bring out the best in the drivers. And then obviously, it's Stavelo, Blanchimont, and then the bus stop chicane, which they changed a lot over the years.
Yeah.
And then the main straight. Obviously, it's most famous for Eau Rouge. I mean, it's 7 kilometers long. It used to be 14.
And the Prost Center and bus stop chicane, that was also, it's also very well known for that.
Definitely. And then also that move that Montoya pulled off on Michael on the outside was brilliant in 2004. So really, really great memories. And I think at the moment it is Gimmy's got 4 wins. Michael's got 5 wins on 5 wins on there, and I think Lewis Hamilton has got also 5 wins there. So yeah, I don't think there's somebody that's got more wins. I think Senna has also had a couple there. But it really a brilliant track. And then guys, we've got a sprint weekend at Spa.
Really?
Yeah, we had one last 2 years ago there.
That's lovely.
I can't remember if we had one.
2023 in Spa. Yeah.
Did we?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh wow! So
Was it the one where the main race never happened?
no, that's 2021.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where George scored his podium.
Yeah.
The only way Williams
From
could
quali.
score points is just not race.
It's podium. And then you got disqualified last year.
Pity they can't do a in-lap on that one after the race and pick up some rubber.
Yeah. Can you go back up to the
track?
To the track. Has Six
Ja, seks, ja.
Ek het nou iets gehoor, maar ek weet nie of dit die taal of ek nou verlore is die
No, but you know what it is,
taal.
guys. No, but you know what it is. It's because you've got the notes at the top saying Graham on the pole, so I thought it was on the wrong channel. Yeah.
It's like, oops,
Yeah, no, I thought I was on the.
gotcha.
Op die paal.
Thought I was on the wrong channel. Sorry.
That's where's the problem.
Gaan nou soundtrack nou weg? Nee, ek kan dit nooit sien.
Ja, van Pletsen.
Ja.
Ja.
Has six.
Here we go.
Did it again.
Gotcha now.
Okay, boys. Commercial break, ons net gefigure. Ons net vir 'n oombliekie gee, boys.
The section.
Yeah. Has sector 2 changed?
Sector 2.
Because you go into the chicane, right at the top.
There it's about all the way going
So no.
But it used to go.
there. Sector 2 starts right about there.
So that's Lake Com. Then it's Rivage. Then it's Malmedy over there. Oh, that's Rivage at the bottom where it goes there. So
I am.
yeah, that's Rivage. Okay. Then it's the corner with no name. Okay. Then you go around down to Puong. Okay. And then at the top, you go to Malmedy.
But I don't remember.
That's where you go through and then as you go through it, just before you go to Stavelot and Blanchimont, that just before they gaan nog 'n bietjie afkali, there.
Also.
That's where you that's where you hit the sector 2 beam.
So it's just sector 2 ends literally just after that turn.
Correct.
Because I don't remember the hairpin. Like I'm just thinking about I'm thinking about racing now, not watching. But I don't.
I think it's because Rivage is so it's so sharp. We don't see it because you come downhill and then you got to do you're actually rotating 180.
I've clicked. Yes, I do. You come down the hill, you go around because from there it's pretty much flat out until the end.
It's
Up until this last chicane, right? Yeah, right before you get
you shift a couple of gears down.
After
Some
that,
of them they even don't brake.
I mean, there's a couple 90 or not 90, I guess, in a way. What's that number? Oh, I can't see.
Turn 1.
No. After the hairpin, you come around
that one there.
all the way around, down there. I mean, those are also somewhat flat out in a way. The little S's.
I think you.
The 90 degree is quite a fast one as well. Another one there.
Proper gear, yeah.
That's
flat out.
Yeah,
that's flat out all the way up until this chicane.
Fast stop, yeah.
And that's gonna.
So in a way, Spa, besides that hairpin, actually is also like a pretty fast circuit. You know.
Yeah, it is.
So
it's a long circuit.
It is a long circuit.
It is a long circuit.
But like I said, it used to be 14. They used to have what they call the Master Kink.
The what?
Master Kink. It used to be a something. It used to be like an Eau Rouge, but used to be like a little bit downhill. It was in the days of Jackie Stewart and James Hunt and those guys. But they and Niki Lauda. But it was incredibly fast. And those days they didn't have Armco, they had hay bales. And you used to see a lot of crashes over there. But I mean, go and have a look at the old layout of the circuit. It was amazing. And it used to go all the way around. So if you go past Lake Combe, it will go all the way around and then it will only join up again at Stavelot at the bottom and go to the bus stop. That's how long it was. So it was amazing. But guys, sprint weekend, that means not a lot of practice sessions. So if you've only got session 1,
it must have it.
So, you know, I hope the Oaks don't put in reserve drivers again.
They won't on the sprint.
I don't think
they did.
No,
they did at Suzuka this year.
Oh.
To be fair, I read something the other day that Aston Martin still have to put in
Drogovic.
Oh, is it?
Because they have to do a certain amount.
That's it. Full.
And I read somewhere the other day that Aston Martin hasn't tried anybody yet, so they have to.
But if they put him in a race,
they can't put him in a race.
What? Why not?
Drogovic.
Yeah.
Lance Stroll will be done for. They can't do that.
That's not going to be a bad thing.
Yeah, no, but like, you know,
they won't.
For Lawrence Stroll, they won't do it.
it.
Lawrence Stroll knows. He knows they can't do it.
I would love to see how that plays out.
I'm telling you, Lance Stroll,
you know,
if that guy...
Is he going to be there till he's 40?
Does that guy even want to be there? That's my question.
No, he doesn't.
Like, surely it should be... Like, maybe he must just tell his dad, can I rather go and do ballet? Because I'm more like...
Ice hockey.
But I mean, he does play.
Yeah, he's a
dad ice hockey.
massive. Yeah,
that's good. Listen, we can tease him all we like, but to be fair, like the guy's girlfriend is pretty. Let's carry on.
Didn't know he had one.
What is she on the pole? What?
Almost spat out.
Whoa!
Dis op die pol, weet aan die pol.
Is that wat die mense wil sien?
Well, I mean, I'm sure they start, you know. I'm sure they're still together, but the girl he used to have was
lekker. Oh. Well, hey, I want to know.
Ek het ook 'n vraag oor sport. Okay, vra eers joune.
I think I used to love the older rigs, to be honest. I love the new tech about the new rigs in terms of ground effect and all of that. But it's almost like Spa kind of nullifies some of it to a certain extent. Because you can be in the greatest car, and I think that's where it comes into the same picture as Suzuka, as maybe even Monaco or whatever. Monaco is probably a bad example. Or Silverstone's grade 1, is where a driver makes a real difference. And so, and I think this is an opportunity maybe where Max's abilities, a guy like Charles, a Lewis, an Alonso, can make a difference in the car. They'll just have that extra 2 or 3 tenths in them, because it just brings out the best in them. I mean, if I look at Raikkonen, for example, in a 2009 Ferrari, that Ferrari did not deserve to be anywhere near a podium bar a win. And he won that race in front of Giancarlo Fisichella, was on a Force India to pole.
Yeah.
So once again, all the greats have won there. It really brings out the best
of the best.
So that's why I'm saying, like, the current rigs are good, and I mean it assists a lot. But if you crap, you crap, and if you're good, you're good. And so I think that's what I love about Spa. It just really separates.
Yes, agreed.
Really separates the good from the bad. And I mean, you know, if we look straight onto McLaren there, this is where I think the whole Lando advantage train is going to get
struggled last year.
Get halted. And I think
he came up,
and I think Piastri
second
last year.
Yeah, he ended up. I think it was 2 seconds behind Max. Max won it, and he ended.
Not last year. George got a penalty. George got disqualified.
Lewis won.
Oh, the wrong race. Sorry, you're right.
Lewis won,
and then
that's correct.
Leclerc was on the podium.
That's it. Yes.
And
Piastri was on the podium.
Piastri was
Max struggled a bit. I think he finished 5th.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically where Max's struggle started.
I mean,
last year.
Lando struggled last year. He had an accident in 2021.
Yeah, you're right. It's not one of his favorite tracks.
It's not one of, and to be fair, it's like half and half a home track for him as well, because his mom is Belgian.
Yeah,
that's right. I always thought he had Portuguese, but then I learned he was like half.
And it's always traditionally close to the Austrian race.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of the supporters make a little trip of it. Well, that's what I want to do.
Max's mom is also Belgian.
Sorry.
Well, Belgian.
Yeah.
Max's mom.
Max's mom is also
Isn't that what we're talking about?
Lando.
Oh, is Lando's mom Belgium?
No, one of his parents has got a bit of
I think it's Belgium.
Smack me with a snook.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Do you have a snook in the fridge?
Yes. Bro.
Yeah, but
like a pap snook, my
but like a scarp choppies.
That will work, man. If they, as long as they defrosted it.
Ja, nie met 'n skaapbliksem nou nie, asseblief.
Patch hom so.
The rigs, the current rigs, they're very difficult to read on different tracks these days, because in the beginning you saw how they made a difference. Like when Red Bull got it right, it was just domination. I mean, you saw in 2022, okay, they had a bit of a fight with Ferrari, but then you have Max coming out of, going from 14th to winning. That car was completely superior. But again, it's Max. You didn't see, for example, who was his teammate at the time now?
It's Checo.
In 2022, was it?
Yeah, still Checo, yeah.
Checo started off then.
2021, yeah. So Checo, I mean, you didn't see him doing that. So
you'll never see him do that.
But I mean, even in a dominant car like that with the regulation.
Only on a short and Bahrain circuit.
but all
Sorry, man.
A street track. Yeah. So I mean, I agree. I think it's one of those tracks that it's Austria is also it's not a difficult track, and it's not a track that is where a driver makes a difference, but it's one of those tracks where you can tell the younger drivers are more superior in. I don't know if it's because of the whole
like Pierre Gasly.
Yeah, but like
overtake.
Yeah, but I think just in general, I think I don't know if it's got to do with like the whole sim racing generation.
I think I just wanted to say.
Yeah,
because it's a favorite.
It's one of the most common tracks you actually race online with.
Exactly, and I mean not even F1 only, like in general, just It's just one of those very well suited tracks for anything. So I mean I agree. I think McLaren. I think Oscar will do well here.
I think McLaren car in general is going to do well, because I think
they've got a fantastic car.
Hulle het die momentum, hulle het alles wat hulle nodig het daar. So I mean, I mean, that car's not going to do bad anyway. And then, I think the question is,
I think Mercedes, McLaren and Mercedes. To be honest, I think Lando will do well. I can't think of a reason why Lando wouldn't do well. I don't think he'll beat Oscar on this track, but I think he'll do okay. I mean, the thing is that car is more superior at this point. He doesn't have to overdrive the car. He just has to drive the car. So
just be technically correct.
if he just does his job, he'll finish it.
Lando.
Yeah.
But can he? Well, I think he settled a little. Actually, a lot. He settled a lot.
Actually got momentum.
He's no longer that like unpredictable and frivolous with his decision making. And did I
okay, kom eens.
5 lights, my bro.
I'll cheers you
5
for
lamps.
Well done.
5 lamps.
Lekker, Rosa.
Lekker.
Get him in now.
Anyway, so he might actually hold his composure. That's a good comment. I would agree to that.
He's got the momentum swing on his side.
He does.
He's got 2 races in a row now. In fact, Oscar hasn't won a race. He's won 1 race in the last 6. I read the other day. I saw that.
Yeah.
So
Do you really think that's gonna bug Oscar with his type of temperament?
No, but
I mean, he can show whatever he wants to show, but when he gets in bed at night and thinks about everything without any distractions, you think about everything. So
including the pole, or okay, just so I don't know.
Including whose girlfriend?
Lana of launch.
No, I mean,
welcome to the land down under.
what's that other Iceman? Who was Iceman again? Kimi. Like even Kimi, who always shows zero
emotion.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say.
Oscar didn't show zero emotion in the last race. Let's be honest.
Didn't.
Zero emojis, bro.
It's actually fun getting that aggro out of me. I loved it, to be honest. Oscar
at
Silverstone. Hy het actually 'n bietjie aggro gewys. Hy was nie net.
Listen, can I just say the following? If you take the 2 McLaren drivers over the third, look, this is just before the break now.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was the most consistent? Oscar.
Oscar. Yeah.
What, last year, this year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's what wins championships at the end of the day. Not wins. I mean, I can give you 2006 for example. Okay. Michael won more races than Alonso in 2006, but Alonso was just consistent.
I'm not sure if I agree with that though.
Because Lando's been pretty consistent himself. Is that what you want to say?
Yeah, because I'm thinking how many wins does Lando have this year?
I'm thinking. I was thinking exactly the same thing.
Yeah, he's had 3 wins this year, and Oscar's had 5.
He's had 4. He won the first.
But Lando's only 8 points behind him.
Lando won 4 races. He won the first race of the season, the last 2, and then he won Monaco as well, didn't he? Lando
did win.
Ja, Monaco, jy's reg.
Austria, Great Britain, and Australia.
And Oscar's won
5. Yeah.
And there's only an 8-point swing.
8 points, yeah.
So when Lando does well, Oscar doesn't do as well as Lando does when Oscar does well.
Okay, but here's my question now.
Wait, what? That's what Afrikaans.
When Oscar wins, Lando is usually behind him.
Yes.
But when Lando wins, Oscar isn't always right behind him.
Oh, okay. Because where are you going with this?
Yeah.
Looking at the statistics just quickly,
Gooi hom.
Apart from Lando taking himself out in Canada, he's been either P1 or P2 in all the other remaining past 6 races.
Yeah.
So in the past 7 races, he was either first or second, apart from Canada when he hit the wall. I mean, that's pretty consistent. That's more consistent than Oscar, because in the same amount of races, Oscar had 1 4th place and 2 3rd places.
Well, Lando's closed the gap on him pretty quickly.
I mean,
I would agree that Lando for me is actually more consistent.
Yeah, that's
not. Well, he's actually scored more points as well.
Guys, now I want to throw a
spanner in the works.
Spanner in the works, klippie in die bos.
Love it.
Helder klip in die Vaalrivier.
Vaalrivier, man.
Stone in the bush.
Ja, maar nat bly nat. Shine in the bush. There we go.
Is dit 'n so in die bos? Nee, 'n klip in die bos.
Hey?
'n Klip, 'n stone
In the bush.
Is 'n klip in die bos in Afrikaans.
That's what I said.
Okay, good.
Okay. That's just
Perfect. Listen.
You see where Razi is going with this?
Yeah.
I was going.
Okay.
I think it's
No way.
over my head, but it's fine. Let's carry on.
It's okay. Hopefully the viewers laugh at it.
You said something about 1 to 2 win 1, win 2 win 1.
I just heard.
And I was like, what?
Here's my thing, guys. Here's my thing. Okay. And
Praat op.
you can argue with me. That's fine. I welcome it. Lando is a confidence driver. Okay. Oscar, for me, is not a confidence driver. Oscar will make use of
Confidence or confident?
confidence. So he
Yeah, I know where you're
rides high on confidence. When he does well, he's driving well.
He's very emotional.
So when
Yeah.
he doesn't do well,
He dips
yeah.
and he dips.
dips. And
That-
he
I
dips
took-
badly.
Like Lando now.
But when Oscar doesn't do well,
He gets back quick.
he gets way
But he's not
quicker
falling
back
that
up
low that
onto the high
that-
performance peak
yeah.
than what Lando does.
yes.
In my opinion. And so that's why, you see, this is the big thing now. And I heard
But
one of those.
say something else because I want to argue with you.
So this is where, must I say something?
Say something I won't agree
David
with.
Croft. so actually, David Croft.
Ek wil nie weghardloop nie.
Crofty.
The best entertainer in F1 history.
Oh.
Let's move on, guys.
Swing low. So here's the thing. David Croft. Yeah, I know. I thought some of that.
So on the excuse Fernand, my man. David Croft, what did he say? What did he do?
Well,
He's trying to start the argument, so you must give your counter argument now.
okay, wacht, kom
So
maar.
you must you must say Lando Hill now.
Okay, kom maar, laat ek net gou die klats uitkom. So David Croft said that if Lando can swing the championship to his advantage after Belgium, let's say he wins, okay, and he can swing the championship, that will put him in great shape for the rest of the season.
But that's a very logical thing to say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's
That's-
Captain
did
Obvious.
Buxton
that's like,
say-
that's like
Scott,
that's like Bobby Kingstad saying
that's like
Nas says commentating on what they actually did.
Yeah.
yeah. What is it like Blaze of Glory? Where did it? You've got a firm grip of stating the
Nutcracker.
obvious. Let's add that to the words of
Yeah,
wisdom.
man. We'll Buxton special that one.
Yeah.
Bro, you guys must hear him commentate on IndyCar.
I'm not gonna lie. I love him.
I also enjoy him.
I think he's one of the funniest, quirkiest guys.
Yeah. But I don't like it when he sniffed a few lines and he's like all over the place on the pavilion doing jumps and stuff and doing like you can see he read some directive
So-
or he's
So why
This
is he
beast-
speaking his Michael with that?
like stuff like that. He's obviously on some kind of
I don't know.
substance or spectrum or
He's
something.
hilarious though. I love his quirkiness.
ADD.
But I really I never like the first time I really heeded to what he's busy with was when Drive to Survive used his obvious statements to bind things together for the US audience to just understand the sport, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like, and that would be, and then the next moment exactly that happens or whatever.
Yeah. He would actually be a good commentator for that F1 Kids channel.
That is
That is
good one.
that's not.
That is a low blow.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Maar I streek hier aan asseblief.
maar die
Ja.
jy gaan nou my skoon drink pa.
Okay, ja, goed, dankie.
Wie wyn nou?
Ag, ja, speel my coach, ek's opgewonde.
Kom ons ruil.
Ja, kom ons ruil. Weet jy wat, ek gaan net skoon drink.
So, guys, Ferrari, they've been on an upward trajectory. Yeah,
Sek,
okay,
what?
traject. Okay, and so and what's nice is that they've been building in the last two races quite well, and they've really they've really kind of sorted out. Like I've mentioned a couple of times on the podcast before that Ricardo Adami has been very clinical with Lewis on the radio.
So definitely had some kind of a weekend retreat together or something.
Lovers retreat for sure.
Yeah.
I think
Vince
they
Or they were locked in a wind
There was
tunnel or something for 20 hours, 24 hours.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
either they were wedding crashes or they went to Cornwall and ate a Cornish pasty. Okay?
A Cornish what?
Pasty.
Pastytjie.
Pastytjie.
A Cornish.
Dis waar 'n Cornish pasty
So
vanaand.
like a vegetable. It's like
Cornwall is in die suidweste van Engeland.
Wat gebeur in Cornwall?
Cornwall is
probably nothing. They make
No.
pies. That's about it.
brilliant.
Okay.
There's fudge in the world.
What?
Freaking fudge.
Fudge, like the sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably nothing else called fudge. Eh? So
Yeah, I was
I know
thinking,
that's-
what kind of language do you use with your children?
Moving on, guys.
Fudgy.
You never know.
That's like a fugly budgie.
Something like that. Fair enough, but yeah.
Yeah, really did that one well.
You heard it here first.
Well done.
Fudgy.
But I want to say this. It's a circuit traditionally where Lewis and Charles really do well. I mean, Charles won there in 2019. Obviously in honor of his friend, Hubert.
Yeah.
And then,
Wow.
Antoine. And then Lewis obviously does well, but he's done well there with McLaren. He's done well there with Mercedes. Let's see if he can do well there with Ferrari, because now Ferrari's been getting it a bit better. I'm not saying they're on the same level as McLaren, but if you look at Silverstone as a reference, and that's where I was so. I mean, obviously, Charles really I don't think even. A sailor would have competed with him after that qualifying and what he said to himself. But I'm just saying that...
Matroos.
Ja, matrosie, papi. Verstaan jy? Nice na heads, bro. I think if they didn't make those mistakes, they would have been on the front row at least, in my opinion, with Max. So... or on pole, which means there's speed in that car.
You can't be on pole. Graham's on pole.
Hey, yes, that was pulling it together.
Like a mind.
Okay,
I like it. I like it.
and so I think Ferrari, if all goes well, so it depends weather-wise, okay, because it's a dog of a car in the wet, in my opinion. If it's dry and hot, do well. If it's cold, problems, because they just don't heat up the tires well.
Did you also just hear a song in your
I
head?
can't tell if he's talking about F1 or...
I just said, it's hot and it's cold. Is that what it is? Yeah, something flared up in my mind.
Yeah, no, I couldn't tell if he was talking about F1 or something else, but I don't want to talk about the other thing there.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Fudgy.
Yeah, if I do that. Okay, can I just say,
Jump in.
I think the thing... Lewis, for example, I don't think the car is great at all. I think Lewis, I said before the Silverstone race, he wasn't going to break his podium streak at Silverstone. He did by one. He came fourth,
and it could have been closer.
Yeah, but the reason why I predicted that he wouldn't is because it doesn't matter how bad that car is. Every car he's had, no matter how bad, he's always gotten a podium there. But I think he did well there, not because the car was good enough, but because he becomes a superhero when he goes to Silverstone. Like, I mean, jokes aside, he is a different breed when he's in Silverstone. He can do that with his eyes closed.
It's like Nigel Mansell in the 90s.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to read Ferrari. I'm really struggling this year to read Ferrari because one day they look okay with Charles, the next day
the French rugby team. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a.
Oh, it's New Zealand.
That's not even. Yeah. That's a different. Apparently, they got the most depth in the world, but they can't win with their third team. We can.
No, it's weird.
Yeah,
no, it's against the rules.
Yeah, it's against the spirit of.
Yeah, man.
Even the English against Argentina.
Signing Hamilton at Ferrari is against the spirit of the sport.
Yeah.
Max to Mercedes will be quite hectic though.
But let's hear more of that in Graham's on Fly Half.
Yeah.
I won the fly-off, actually.
No, we know this. Yes.
Fly-off / scrum-off. I'm going to put that in there. Yeah, no, so I don't know. I can't read Ferrari. I really struggle to read Ferrari. I don't know if they will do well, or specifically Lewis, because he struggled all year except for Silverstone. Whereas, so is this Lewis now getting into
Tune with the core.
in tune with the car, or is he getting in tune with his engineer now? Is it that, or was it just a Silverstone
fluke
thing that Lewis does in Silverstone? Charles, on the other hand, I mean, he's going to do well anywhere. I think personally, Charles is currently in the max phase. What I mean by that is, Charles has always been that guy that I always used to say, like, he's never going to win a championship like this, because he overdrives the car. He keeps on making mistakes. He's just not in tune. But this last year and a bit, he's grown a bit of balls.
He did.
He's starting to tell the team what, and he's not making those regular mistakes anymore.
Oh, we're talking about Charles.
Yeah.
He used to be at Alfa Romeo. Do you remember that? He used to be. He used to take more control and tell his team more feedback or make more decisions or whatever. Yeah.
And so for me, I just think that Charles has really found why I say he's in that Max phase is we know Max can take a dirty car and make it good. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Like, but Charles.
Well, he used to.
Kinky Kylie. That's Sebastian Vettel.
I mean, he took Kelly.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyways,
Did he take it for pizza?
Yeah, maybe.
Pizza nera.
Whoa.
With a PK.
Yeah. Yo, hello.
Neat.
Only South African fans will get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So for me, I think Charles is in that Max area where he's putting that car in a place I don't think the car should be.
Do you think Charles will ever take a championship?
Yes.
You know, I'm gonna.
Yes, he's asked him.
I'll have a follow-up question. Like between.
Can I ask him something quickly?
Go for it.
Would you invite me back on if I gave the honest answer?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay.
I like honesty.
Not really.
Like we'd love to see. I mean, obviously, you also would love to see it.
I love Leclerc.
But amidst Max, Oscar, Lando.
Oh no! Hang on. No, hang on. No, wait, hang on. Whoa.
Wow.
Let's pause the bus here now. I think Charles Leclerc is the fastest driver on the grid.
Paul Opiso.
I think Charles Leclerc is the fastest driver on the grid.
Oh wow!
I don't think.
What?
I don't think.
Quicker than Max.
I don't think Charles Leclerc.
We're recording next week, Tuesday again.
I don't think Charles used to beat Max, in karting days.
Yeah.
Coming up.
You're right.
He's
Yeah,
beaten
he
Max
did.
20 times. And
Wow.
Charles,
Okay, I've got a million more questions.
Sure, bring them. But Charles is also the only
I'll
driver.
do the Graham and Rassie show.
I just have one question actually.
Charles is also the only driver that Max seems to care about, because he's the only driver that Max gives. I mean, Lando is Max's best friend and didn't even give him space, but yet he'll give Charles space.
There's definitely respect between the two.
100%.
Yeah, I agree.
My thing with Charles is I don't think he'll ever win a championship with Ferrari.
Yeah, there we go.
Because Ferrari are
such a sad thing to
Very.
admit or to say.
It is.
I just want to say a question because
Yeah, sure.
and again, be honest.
Usually, what you do on a podcast, you ask each other questions.
Because I'm also
Cheeky now.
very critical, like always.
I just want to say nobody can take you serious with the Williams hat on.
No, hang on. I want that. No, listen.
Read between the lines, my bro.
No, I want.
Okay, so I just want to know, let me just make a statement first. I don't believe that Carlos is one of the most talented guys on the grid, but he's got a massive work ethic and he's got good pedigree and he's got good people and skill and whatever, and his father and everybody around him. So I think he's a well-rounded driver, right? Seeing him performing at Ferrari, at least in his last season, for me was surprising because I never expected him to outperform from time to time, outperform Charles.
Well, it's 3-2 for them, That's pretty close.
So
He beat Charles twice.
So so my question
Over the
is,
year.
if you rate Charles the quickest driver on the grid. Your words, not mine. Where does that put Carlos in your mind?
The most consistent driver on the grid.
And how do you feel on an like emotional level that what happened with Carlos and what does his future look like in F1 in your opinion?
So if I say Charles is the fastest driver in the grid, that makes, besides this year, that makes Sainz to me the most consistent driver there in the sport. I think he's proven over the years in every car. He's one of the only drivers that's jumped.
Even from Toro Rosso.
Besides Williams, he's one of the only drivers that have jumped into 4 different cars and
scored points.
Just gotten it worked, and he was consistent with it. I think he's by far one of the most consistent drivers on the grid. He works really hard. I rate him. I rate him highly, but it's
not cutthroat enough.
I think he was more cutthroat than Charles with Ferrari at a time.
Yeah,
that's actually true.
That's true.
I think the thing with him is
maybe, yeah.
The thing with I think the thing with Sainz is that he's got that consistency. He's actually got all the right ingredients.
Yeah, he does.
But he's caught in a place where, he's got all of this raw talent around him. This young raw talent that he lacks marketability, in my opinion. Because it's like, let's take Max, Lando, Oscar, Charles, George. They in the cameras, they saying dumb things. We get irritated by some of the things that they're saying, but it's marketability.
Yeah.
So who's going to buy them? The big teams. Why? Because they're marketable.
Yeah.
They're not going to buy Sainz because Sainz is not marketable.
Do you think we'll see him at Audi because of his father's connections and stuff?
I don't know. I don't know. I think Sainz, he got dealt a bad hand. You can't blame Ferrari. It's Lewis Hamilton.
No way.
You can't blame Ferrari. But
I agree with that, Joe.
Why do you, if you, listen, Graham.
Graham. Linda, listen.
Just please don't start using my full name. I'll get PTSD. My mom calling me.
Graham Henry V. Okay?
Is your second name Henry?
No.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's actually worse, to be fair.
Unbelievable.
So listen. So Graham, I want to say this. Like, if you still mobile, you can still, own your own house and do all your stuff in your beach house. Would you go into the retirement home? Would you?
I thought he was going to ask, would you get a replacement husband for your wife and go
fishing for sure?
No, you don't even have to do that. You just go to a Coldplay concert. Yes. What I'm saying is like, I'm just saying, like, with all the raw talent that's on the grid, okay? Why?
It's not to win.
Why would I know?
It's money.
It's to sell more cars.
It's money.
No, that was a money move. Of course.
The point I'm trying to make is that I think that Sainz was done hard by, because you can't blame Ferrari for making such a big move like that. If again, marketability. It's just one of those things where first
isn't Schumacher a big marketability name?
And he went to Mercedes after being with Ferrari. And what did that do?
No, he's talking about Mick.
But what about Mick? Because Mick's not just...
No, but he's not Michael.
I know he's not Michael, but he's driving super well at Alpine WEC, and he's been dealt a Gunther Steiner. Had he been with Fred Vassier at Alfa Romeo, I think and plus all these dudes that have been doing well have had their dads with it.
No, I think.
So what if Michael was with?
But I think the question.
In a Ferrari.
I think the question regarding the Ferrari, this move, and then we should probably head back to Spa. But the question about Ferrari is, they were on a really good wicket. They had a really good trajectory. Carlos and Charles were not only scoring good points, but they were challenging and improving each other's pacer. And the question is, why gamble with that? And how how hungry are you to win championships?
Oh.
And then the answer to that question is Lewis Hamilton has won 7 world championships. He's been annoyed and frustrated and whatever words you want to adjectives you want to add to that with Mercedes. His spirit was broken and he needed something more. So I also get why they did that, and I don't think Lewis is retired. I think rather take him now than 4 or 5 years from now if you really want Lewis in a Ferrari with everything that goes along with it. I agree. Yeah, Carlos was dealt a bad hand. For me, it's just it's so like I felt like he had all this opportunity, especially with everything that's going on now, and then he selected to go to Williams, which is still hard.
James Wells is a really good salesman.
If you're going to look for a sugar daddy in an old age home, I'm going for Alonso.
No. Hang
on. I reckon, and this is my theory, and I know Graham's not going to agree, I know you're not going to agree, and ek weet jy gaan ook nie saamstem nie. Okay, want jy is stil agter, okay? Sit jou oor aan. Die punt is, okay, is that Alonso so vinniger geweest. He would have been quicker than Alonso in that car. Than Lewis in that car.
But Alonso's a bit hard.
Yeah.
The problem with
Alonso can close twice.
I think the problem with Alonso is that he's burned his bridges too much.
Yeah.
Well, true.
Here's my theory again. He went away from F1 to different disciplines. Hulkenberg went away from the F1 to different disciplines. Okay? Came back, very more complete drivers.
That's what Mick's doing now.
Okay, exactly. Than what they were. So when Alonso hopped into the Alpine, he was quick. When he hopped into a better car in the Aston Martin 2023 car,
he was rich.
He was 6 podiums in a row. Okay, like at one stage you thought, "Frick, this X gonna take pole at Monaco."
Yeah.
It was so close. I mean, the wall helped Max there for a second at that end, and you thought this is Alonso's biggest chance to win a race at 42 years old or 41 years old. So I'm just saying, and still now that the Aston Martin's doing better, he's now performing at a very high level again than what he used to.
Load shedding.
Yeah. Oh, smash and grab! This is what the Kyalawi Grand Prix will look like.
Can I interject quickly? I've got to say...
Yes, this is my theory.
I'm going to just jump in here quickly.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like a jet
injection. That's injection seat.
Injection. Oh. I want to say it is your seatbelt they have lost.
I can intercept.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
First of all, I just want to touch on the Schumacher thing. Schumacher's not marketable. He's too nice. He's not controversial.
You're talking about Mick now.
Mick.
Yeah.
Too nice. He's not controversial. He doesn't fight with the media. He's just a plain Jane.
Nice guy.
He's a plain Jane, and he's just there. It doesn't matter how good he is as a driver. If you're not marketable, you're not going to get a drive in a big seat. That's the reality of
the game of Formula One.
That's the game of Formula One.
And that's
I'm going to ask you a question now.
I'm going to agree with you on that.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you a question now.
Ask me.
Do you think Russell will ever be a world champion?
No.
What?
No. He's not.
Can or will?
Both.
He's lost.
He can definitely. I've rated him since he was with William. I still think he's one of the top 5 best drivers on the grid today.
Can I tell you a secret, Rasman?
Tell me. That's my opinion.
Julian Palmer.
Be careful.
He's commentating.
It's not going to be a secret if you tell him anymore.
No. That's why I'm going to let share it out now. I'm going to let the secret get out. Julian Palmer was GP2 champion. Okay?
But
okay, hang on. His dad was an F1 driver, not good. Okay? Then you had Julian Palmer. Julian Palmer won everything at junior level. Okay? And when you got to GP2, you need to understand you're in the same league as Lewis Hamilton because he won GP2. Okay? British driver, did very, very well. Then hopped into an F1 car. Okay? Terrible.
You're talking about Julian Palmer now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now what I'm saying is,
Are you comparing Julian Palmer with George Russell?
yeah.
On which level? Why? How are they comparable?
What I'm just saying is, George Russell is a David Coulthard.
Ek weet nie of ek daai vergelyk so
How? Like why? His hair color or what? His the tone of his voice.
Let me take it back from Twynham, Scotland. Okay.
Oh, can I add one more thing quickly? I don't agree with you, but I want to add something just to play on your side. Who do you guys know who won F3 when George Russell won F3?
Can I take a guess? I'm gonna
You'll get it wrong. I promise.
No. I'm gonna go with Pierre Gasly.
Okay, next.
Nikita Mazepin.
Lance Stroll.
amper sê ek iets wat ons nie op hierdie show mag sê nie.
And ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank Graham for joining the show. What I want to say is that you get those drivers that are really, really good.
But that's not what I didn't even know. Did George win anything in the younger leagues?
Yes, everything.
Oh yeah, actually.
And I think
I heard about that.
I think once again, if you placed Jolien in a better team than Renault, if you put the right people around because I mean you don't just win GP2 or F2 for nothing. Okay, you gotta have to be some pretty good talent there to be there. So my point is, George now won a couple of races in F1. Great, he's broke that duck off his back.
Well, he's at least done that. That's Julian Palmer done that.
Well, once again, I'm saying that George is going to be a DC. He's going to win, let's say, DC won what? 12 races, I think, in his career. Okay. He played second fiddle. Okay. Beaten Nico often in McLaren. Put on a championship fight with Michael, and then halfway through, the car wasn't there. And that's when Adrian Newey designed it.
Maybe that's maybe
then second of all,
that might be.
See, but
I don't think.
Because his problem started for his career is when he barked up the wrong tree
With Lewis Hamilton.
challenging Max and saying, this is this, is this. And now he's at
George.
And he's had a great year so far. But it's going to come back. I
just think he's got talent and a lot of it, I think, obviously. And I think he's very hungry for success. And he's got a work ethic that's very rare. I mean, you've got guys like Danny Rick on the grid scratching his balls and singing about it.
He's making a resign.
And then you've got George Russell, who's so committed. He's doing little spreadsheets and PowerPoint presentations and stuff. I like that. I just think that
Al's forcing him.
Yeah. I honestly think George is the type of guy who would engineer.
Don't bring that stuff. George is the type of guy. Remember that meme?
No.
George is the type of guy. That meme. Don't you know that meme?
I don't.
Guys, the whole year, like I think it was 2 years ago, the whole year it was like George is the type of guy.
Before this.
Yeah.
Well, let's say he's the only guy that could actually win a race with a 0-pod car.
Yeah,
that's true.
Okay.
I just think he's the type of guy that will engineer new avenues to taste success. He's that
perfume.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever.
So this year to me proved that Russell is good enough. Now let me change the question. If Mercedes was the best car on the grid, do you think Russell will win the championship?
No.
Who's going to beat him?
Kimi.
This year or next year or the year after that? Like, don't get me wrong. I also rate Kimi, but
this year, like this year.
No, obviously.
Okay, this year, okay.
Let's make it more interesting. If George was in a McLaren with Lando, who would have performed better? What's your answer to that?
That's a hard one.
The problem here, but you see the problem here.
Or other way around, put Lando.
No, but I agree with you. I understand the question, and it's difficult because, again, this year Russell proved that he can take leadership, and that he can be consistent. That guy has put that Mercedes
Yeah.
in random places. Nobody knows he's there. He just
exactly
pops up on the podium just randomly.
See the stat because he's been in 4th position, 4th or 5th,
Just
for the first
He's
like
like-
10 races
you know
or
what he's
something.
like? He's
Nobody
like
even
a-
knows
He
about it.
doesn't.
You know what it's
Yeah,
like?
no, he's got-
It's like when you look into the mirror and you suddenly see that zit.
Okay, listen, Linda. Linda, listen. George Russell 2025. 3rd place, 5th place, 2nd place, 5th place, 3rd place. Then he had 2 bad races, then 4th place, 1st, 5th, and then he had a bad race.
Yeah,
That's pretty
for
consistent.
me, he's been.
No, he was consistent.
Let me get to the
Okay.
point so we can move on. 'Cause the point is that what I'm trying to make is when we talk about Lewis and when we talk about Sainz giving up for Lewis, right? And we talk about the future of potential with Max taking George. You could say that George is also then just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, you could, I guess.
Because he can win a championship.
Yes,
if you give
I
him the car, he can win
So
one.
bly ons het uiteindelik iemand hierso wat ook because they
Not so sure. I agree with that.
I think
I'm also live for my
I think the point that I'm
Correct,
actually
no?
trying to get to is that sometimes F1 is just about who you are,
Look,
where you are, and a bit of that luck. If you have to give way for a Lewis Hamilton, that's bad luck. It doesn't matter how good you are, it's just you have to. If you've got to give way for a 4-time world champion Max Verstappen, it's bad luck. You can't expect
sure.
Mercedes to say no to Max.
it's like the Schumacher era. You take Juan Pablo Montoya on a good day when BMW Williams was
Yeah,
brilliant.
he was
On fire.
No, he was great.
Michael couldn't have a patch on him.
Yeah.
But it was just too
It's just
inconsistent.
very inconsistent, yeah.
So, but it's because not necessarily his fault, it was the car's fault
Yeah.
as well. Okay. And then he overdrove the car to compensate for the fact the car was not performing.
Yeah, which is a very classic.
No, everybody
I
does.
sometimes feel that George does that at times as well, because there is times, like especially last year.
But then fair, but then Lando and Charles does it more than George.
No, they
I
do.
feel
They
like
do.
George
They do.
is more in tune with whatever his equipment is. Like he's
Which both to his point is, will they be a world champion then? Because they overdrive the car, because they compensate.
but it's because they're hungry and you're frustrated and you know you can do more and give more.
But we also got to remember that this is also about experience, guys. I mean, Max also went through that phase where he crashed a lot, he made mistakes. He got over it as well eventually. I think.
And then he went to F3.
True.
I'm just saying that.
He skipped F.
I'm just saying if
Did he skip
Mercedes-
F2? Oh, he skipped F3.
He skipped a whole lot.
I think he
I
skipped.
thought he skipped F2.
Yeah.
I think.
No, F2 he did.
Yeah.
Oh, he skipped F3. Sorry.
I mean,
He was teammates with Ollie Beerman.
Yeah.
The point is, I just think, I mean, Kimi pulled off a brilliant move on Albon in Australia at the first race in the wet for 4th. Okay. That's where I saw talent. Because I was wondering, like, after he burned it in E3 and
Oh, yes.
4, I thought, what the hell is Mercedes doing here?
Yeah.
And then when you look at it, I watched some of his sim racing. I watched some of his lower formulas that he did. It's
There's something there.
rare. It's like the next.
Talking about Kimi now.
Yeah.
I rate that guy as well.
Yeah.
But
Last
it's
You know
early
who's-
days.
you
It's
know-
early
No, for
days.
sure.
You know who's
Only
the
a
next
mark.
oak you're going to have to watch for? It's Robin Raikkonen. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
You almost the sounds.
Famous words on Vyf Ligte. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Okay? So what I'm saying is that Kimi, if there was a good car, I think Kimi would have a totally different season. I think, yes, we've had it the first half of the season now. Okay? He's now suddenly beginning to adapt to the cars, getting better results. Let's watch the second season. Same with Mick. Okay, I'm going to put Mick in the same boat quickly for a second. I draw results for 2022 when he was up against Kevin Magnussen, who's a seasoned campaigner. Okay, so suddenly from the second half of the season, Zandvoort on in 2022, Mick beat Kevin Magnussen hands down, even with the pole in Brazil that Kevin got. Mick still beat him in that race. So my point is, maybe Kimi is just adapting, but once he's getting the hang of it now.
Yes, I agree.
The results is, and he's getting closer and closer and closer and closer to George. And was it Miami? But Miami, he had George's card.
Yeah, but just remember that just remember George has also gone through like his forming years or adapting years, and George also needs to keep on developing and keep on tasting more and more success. So I don't know if Kimi will. Maybe Kimi is more talented, like Toto obviously rates. He's like the next boy genius, like literally the next Max, apparently.
I think Oscar's the next Max, to be honest.
Yeah,
I rate him more than I would,
I'm not a big Kimi fan, I'll be honest with you.
Raymond, Paul F1.
But this brings me to something that I've been wanting to say, like ever since the last sentence we said about Spa.
I know,
is that I'm really looking forward, in the light of what you said earlier, I'm really looking forward to see all these rookies on Spa.
Yeah.
It's going to be...
And if it's going to be a wet race, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be
the last race.
Catastrophe.
Not one of them finished. No.
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
Not one of the rookies finished.
For a dry race this year.
Mag ek 'n John de Villiers op jou trek?
Dit hang af of jy die bol vir my gaan aangee of nie.
Nee, John de Villiers intercept.
Okay, dan. Slap chips, Pieter Rousseau. Let's go.
Hey, that's the way. I want to say this. Alonso came out and said this weekend, if you put Bortoleto...
Het hy by die kas het geklim? Was hy saam met Ralph by Coldplay?
I can't say much because I've got a friend that was at Ralph's birthday party in Saint-Tropez.
Ja.
Okay.
You close vriend te sê.
Ryan O'Connor, I love you, bro.
Het hy vir jou Coldplay kaartjies gekoop?
Nee, want ek was duidelik nie daar nie. So, what happened was that what was I saying? I lost my train of thought because Saint-Tropez suddenly when...
You interrupted him and now you forgot what you wanted.
It's gesê van iemand het uit die kas uit geklim.
Oh, Alonso. You're saying Alonso.
Alonso said that if you put Bortoleto in the right car, he'll beat everyone.
But Alonso is his manager. He has to say that.
Yeah, I mean, but come on. If you put George in the right car, you also win.
You've got a point there, but I think there's more to Bortoleto than the car lets him.
If you put someone in the right car, everybody else is in the wrong car.
F1 is 70%.
Well,
70% the car, 30% the driver.
I'm just saying. Okay, we all thought Colapinto was brilliant last year in the Williams.
Yeah.
And we thought...
I didn't. I thought he was okay, and then he decided to crashing all the time.
I thought he was good, yeah, but I mean, you look at Qatar last year, it wasn't his fault. Okay?
Yeah, there's more than one. There was about 2 races
Brazil,
at least.
Brazil was his fault, definitely.
Yeah.
But I want to say this, that if you put Bortoleto in an Alpine, for example, you would. I saw cars fast by Gasly.
Listen, if my mother had balls,
Yeah. Well, it's your father.
Yeah, because to me, I don't know.
I love this.
Yes.
Yeah,
rest your case,
Max,
brother.
Okay, Max literally did it. Can I?
He's F2 champion. I really think he's got talent, to be honest.
But Lance Stroll's an F3 champion.
Yeah, but that's not F2.
No, but the point is like it doesn't matter if they were champions. I mean, Dragovic is a champion, Porsche is a champion. None of them even got raised.
Again, Dragovic doesn't deserve to be in F1, to be honest.
But he won a championship.
Strulovic or Dragovic?
Porsche won a championship. He's not in F1 either. Porsche.
Theo Porsche.
The point is like, you know, the shift to F1 is such a drastic
shift. It is,
shift.
yeah.
I don't... My honest opinion, I'm not even that impressed with Kimi this year. I am not impressed with him. I'm not unimpressed with him. I think he's doing...
Hadjar better.
I think Hadjar is better.
Who do you think? Who's your favorite rookie of this year?
Hadjar, by far.
One.
By a mile. By an absolute mile. The thing with Kimi...
Also, that to say...
The thing with Kimi...
Kimi is definitely my favorite.
No,
Kimi is my rookie of the year.
The thing with Kimi is...
We'll see.
I'll tell you why. You wanted to ask a question, I think, but let me just quickly say
I don't know, say that.
The thing with Kimi for me is, and the reason why he's not impressive, but he's also impressive...
In your opinion.
No, this is facts, eh? No.
Feite?
Yeah.
Feite en Afrikaans.
Okay, in my opinion, the thing
Feite is.
allegedly.
In the West of at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
Rugby is the winner.
On the other hand,
Pirelli remains
on
the champion.
on the other hand, Rassi. So the thing with Kimi for me is, he's doing what he should be doing. He's not doing more. He's not doing less.
But he's doing much better than the other rookies.
But he's in the second best car.
Okay.
Who's second in the championship? Mercedes.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
You're making a good point. You are making a good point.
He is doing what he should be doing. He's not expected to beat Russell. He's not beating Russell.
But if Hadjar was in the Mercedes,
If my mother had balls,
If he had a job.
if he had a jar.
True.
The point I'm trying to make
He would
is,
have had a lot of work.
if you look at the drivers with their respective cars right now, you have to say that Hadjar is doing more in what he has than what Kimi.
Reasonable expectation.
Kimi, exactly.
No, I get
Because Kimi is not expected to be beating Russell, and he isn't beat. Now, if Kimi starts beating Russell,
Close at times.
if Kimi is starting to beat Russell, then colour me impressed.
Okay, but Oscar didn't beat Landon.
Oh, I'm going to hold you
2
to that.
years.
Okay, as Oscar didn't beat didn't beat
Lando.
Norris in
2.
in 2 years.
In the first 2 years, this is his third year in
no,
Formula One.
But he was
See where you're going.
he was only his teammate in 2022.
22, 23, and
No,
23, 24,
23.
and this year.
And 20. No, okay, so exactly. So
Yeah, it's his third year.
So no. What I'm saying is, he started in 23,
Yeah.
Yeah.
24. He started giving Russell a hard
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I mean, he
Lando.
Land.
He landed.
Well, and Russell, for that matter.
And he beat Charles at Baku.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which
was
was
that
a
brilliant move.
That was a
Yeah,
tasty one,
brilliant.
yeah. That was a tasty
So-
one.
I'm just saying that this guy,
Give him some time.
Give Kimi.
No. I'm not saying he's not impressive. I'm just saying currently he's doing what he should be doing. He's not doing any more than what he
I
should
get
be.
Okay, I hear what you're saying.
If he was doing the same, but he was in a car worse off than a Mercedes, then he would have. I get what you're saying, because we've never really spoken about that. We've just compared his points and the fact that he didn't spin off when everybody else won the barriers, etc. But he is in a Mercedes. He's got a much better team around him. He's got better advisors, etc., etc. So that does make sense. I mean, yeah.
But can we get to Christian Horner's ex-wife?
No.
What? Christian
She passed away.
Horner.
Ja,
His ex-wife passed away, yeah.
No.
Sy sê meer
Was he married before he...
Ja.
Yes.
Ja.
She just passed away.
I did not know
I did
this.
not know that was a joke, but
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Christian Horner.
Is that
Wait,
why
jy
he
het ook
was,
geweet hier.
Yeah. So
is that why he was fired?
No, seriously.
No, but it's...
no, Jerry Halliwell's still married to him.
No, that's-
I still stay
Yeah,
Spice
the
Girls
thing-
manager.
Ja.
All I'm saying is,
Are the Spice Girls competing in Formula One?
Oh, ex-wife, I got you.
yeah, he's
We want to move. He wants to move on to Red Bull.
there we go.
I got you.
Okay, as dit daar kom, dis waar ek wil inspring gou.
Go for it.
While we-
Gooi hom in Afrikaans.
While we on the Afrikaans gooi, is die ou dag ek moes gemaak.
Nee, hy praat mooi Engels.
No, go.
Engels.
Frikkie, julle weet ek het klou 2 klasse in Engels gegee
Polish
vandag.
my.
My Engels is redelik.
Polish my met jou Engels.
Yeah.
If I look at Red Bull on this very topic we're talking about on the way we're going at, if I look at Red Bull at the moment, Red Bull feels to me, now Graham, you can tell me whether you agree or not, but for me personally, it feels like Red Bull is not the dominating, don't want to say dominating, but not the fantastic car it is, what it was a year or two even further back.
Sounds like the All Blacks.
Verstaan jy? Jy's 100% reg. And what I'm saying by that is there's only one person keeping this team alive, and that is Max. If Max moves out of
Helmut
this...
Marko.
Helmut Marko.
Not yours. Isn't it actually...
Helmut Marko, guys.
Slash Jochie. So if Max whether
Was drank nie nou laat.
Ja, maar vis lekker hoor. Dit is al in 'n liedjie 20 aan die uur en 20
How long is the
What? 1 hour 20. We're going strong.
Yeah.
It is, huh?
It'll be the longest podcast you guys have posted.
I know.
And I'm saying if Max is going to leave Red Bull, whether it's rumors but let's say argument he's going to leave, and I think Red Bull is going to be down in the dumps. There's not going to be much left of it because Max is actually keeping the team performing.
Yeah. I've just made a video about this in the week now.
I missed that one.
Okay,
I haven't seen that one yet.
I don't.
So, I'm not a huge fan of Laurent Mekies. I don't rate the guy at all.
I don't think he's.
I thought Mekies was a company that operated on the airport.
So
Ek kom uitgespreek het iemand.
So Laurent Mekies for me is now in charge, and he's not a great. I mean, yes, he did well at Racing Bulls, but at Ferrari, he was not a great. He didn't fulfill his role.
Is he strong enough to take on a role like?
I asked this the other day. I was on a live the other day.
So.
Yeah.
I was on a live on Saturday. With do you know Del Tom?
Oh yeah.
I was on a live with him and Martin. My question was,
the question is, why
does he have
seen us the link?
I was driving. I was invited on, and I was.
Do they speak English?
He's Canadian.
There we know. That's why.
Yeah. Okay. We just need to get that on Matty and.
My gebroke Engels hier in the live en onthou jy kan nie 'n live edit nie, my bro.
I asked the question, does he have killer instinct? Because that team, specifically that team, requires killer instinct. That team,
I agree.
which Christian Horner
Yes,
has,
agreed.
that team is the rebel team of Formula One. And
Well, it used to be.
Well, it used
Should
to be.
be. It should actually.
And the thing is, it requires a bit of killer instincts. I understand the answer I got from them. They were talking about the idea that because of how the power struggle's gone in Red Bull, a lot of it will be coming from the board and not from him.
Exactly.
I kind of get that.
Magic's son.
Yes, Oliver. Yeah, I kind of get that, and with that being said, I kind of agree with what they were saying. There is that he's just a puppet at this point. I think he's Ramaphosa.
It's going to make sense.
So
I didn't see that one coming, but yeah.
It's just.
So Laurent Mekies is hiding some money under his mattress.
There we go.
Ja, hy also groot.
I mean, you've also got politics written over there, so I mean, it made sense. The point is, I think he's just a puppet there. Personally, Red Bull's a very difficult one in this situation. I said in one of my videos in the week now, two things. Red Bull have dominated every sport that they've gone into.
Yeah,
that's true.
At least at some point.
Yes.
So
even football, in the Austrian league
Leipzig as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So
with
everything. X Games,
MotoGP,
alles.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't really.
Alles. You said up
There we go. Alles.
Sukkel.
Ticket for marrying an Afrikaans wife.
So the question there is, or not the question, but the argument on that side is, they've got the money. They've got the desire, they've got the resources, they've got the people.
And the plan.
But then, on the other argument, they don't have Dietrich.
Oh, but how are they doing it?
Because Dietrich is the one
that
with the passion for sport. He was the one that said, sports will make us rich.
Which is true.
Which is exact, because Red Bull was nothing until they went into sports, and then it became a global brand.
But it's more than that. It's more than the passion. He had the instincts, I think, as well.
100%.
And how to read the sporting vibes and the movement.
Christian flourished because he had these back.
And that's what I was going to say. And that's what I was going to say as well. The other thing I was going to say was that Christian had the backing of Dietrich because Dietrich gave him everything he wanted.
So Graham, why does Helmut Marko doing this still? To be honest, I always sit there and I think.
So you're very frustrated with Helmut.
I look at the glasoogie that's sitting there, and I'm like, bro, you should be in a retirement village.
with lawns.
And
Yeah.
I heard rumors
Lawns.
that Vettel is
Yes,
gonna
yeah.
take over that
Yeah.
role.
He's not going to. He's already said he's not going to.
I'm
Is it?
sure because
No, he's too
he wants-
focused
he-
on
he
green
wants-
earth
He wants to
and
be a
blah.
beaver, verstaan jy?
Yeah, baie plaas.
Verstaan jy?
Yeah.
But what I'm
Yeah,
saying
so-
is,
You know what? He didn't close the door on racing, but
Baie oor waar.
he did mention WEC.
But he's like massively into
Yes,
biofuels
yeah,
and stuff.
exactly.
Isn't
He
he?
is, but
Ja,
I
yes.
mean, if you look at what he did
yeah,
with the old car.
Beatwals met katpipi
yeah.
petrol. Let's go.
But what I'm saying is Helmut Marko is past his sell-by date. I personally think they got got rid of the wrong guy.
Mm.
Christian Horner should have stayed.
No,
maybe,
but
I just
I
want to
think-
make
yeah.
I just want to make a hypothesis or a theory.
I've also got a very different outlook on it.
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Christian Horner is tainted. He did a lot of things. I mean, it wasn't good for the team, wasn't good for the brand.
But this is the best thing that could have happened to Christian,
Oh,
I think.
correct.
And the timing is perfect.
Correct. But now my thing is,
I don't think it's just the best thing for him. I think this is the best thing for Formula One.
For the sport,
So
yeah.
now my
Because he's
thing
going to
is-
grow a beard, get a helicopter, start energy drinks, and then just build an
He's going to start Rich Energy and
Rich. So that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to... Rich energy, yeah.
soon
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You're going to go into your local engine and get Spice Up.
That's a good. Hey, well done, mate. Well done. That's a good
We're
one.
still talking
Love
about
it.
an energy
Chris,
drink.
yeah.
Have you seen the new rumor about Christian?
072.
Will that be ripped for whose pleasure?
So his wife is already WhatsApping him,
Is-
telling him where is he.
Oh, she's phoning him.
She is, yeah.
No, so what I just want to quickly get to is I think Christian should have moved on. It's good. I also think they should have got rid of Helmut Marko. And I think they should have fresh blood there. I personally think Ford is the wrong move. Okay, everything
Rich
Ford,
history.
only with Cosworth. Everything Ford have touched.
They're still on the top three, eh?
Everything.
I'm just putting it out there.
Everything Ford has touched in the past in Formula One, besides Jackie Stewart, has turned into ruins. In the from the 90s onwards.
But I mean,
Okay,
Red Bull's been
so-
pretty good with
So-
selecting engines,
Yeah,
because
but
if they
now
were
I'm
still
saying-
with Renault,
Okay, but now what I want to say is, remember, they bought out so many Japanese engineers.
yeah, so they
Red
true, yeah.
Bull Power.
yeah. So
Okay,
they're just
now
gonna
they-
Japaneseify the
Now they're
Fords.
spreading it. It's like McLaren that had so many other engineers, and they had Porsche engineers that had a good engine in the 80s that labeled it as tag. Okay, so my thing is I'm just afraid, and this is just because I've gained. This is my knowledge from back then. Stewart went with Ford because he had a good relationship with Ford. Barrichello, for example, had so many chances to win a race in 99, okay? But the Ford engine let him down. He could have won the Brazilian Grand Prix, okay, in 99. There was
I remember that one.
the only
That was
the only race they won was
Very memorable
the
race.
Nürburgring with Johnny Herbert, which was his last win. Should have gone to Eddie Irvine if Ferrari didn't leave him with no wheels on the jacks. But the point is, Ford bought over Jaguar, okay?
Yeah.
And they, I mean, we had Niki Lauda, Bobby Rahal. We had so many different team engineers there. And only in 2003, they really got it right. And then in 2004, they got a couple of front row starts. Mark Webber was a brilliant driver, okay? I think he made the wrong move to go to Williams in 2005. He was so close to signing with Ferrari in 2005 because they knew Barrichello was going to Honda in 2006. So my point is that Ford is somehow, whatever they touch in Formula One, for example, recently, I'm not saying way back when, just turns to ashes.
But
And
it's got to change. Surely they won't make the same mistake,
I
will
hope
they?
so.
I also-
really
but I
hope
also-
so.
I also-
I really hope so.
Yeah.
But I also think it's we're going in too deep on Ford,
Mm.
but Ford are strategic partners. They're not supplying engines. Red Bull are making engines. Red Bull Powertrain are making their
Yeah.
When they started, they took half of the Mercedes crew that built that dominant engine for 8 years. So that's who they have in their garage. Ferrari are a supporting strategic partner.
Ford, yeah.
Are a strategic partner. From my understanding, the Ford only will be supplying electrical stuff. From my understanding.
Which they're not doing bad with, actually, in general now. I mean, the EcoWiz technology is apparently quite good.
Well, I mean, if you look at the Goodwood,
I think that,
While we're on the Red Bull, I just want to ask you, the next big question is, should Verstappen, I actually want to ask you this question.
he's the Red Bull.
Should Verstappen leave Red Bull as well?
Will he go to Mercedes?
it just doesn't make sense, right? Because
He won't
this
follow,
guy's got a trump card.
He won't follow Christian because
here's the thing.
This guy's got a trump card.
They got
Nobody will say no to
Josh
Max.
wanted. That's what Josh wanted. Josh wanted Christian.
Yeah, but not only that. No, but I mean, I don't. The thing with these conspiracies, man, like you never know what to believe that is the right story. I mean, they say the Max camp, but Max and Christian have always had a good relationship.
that's true.
It makes no sense.
Agreed. So,
Regardless
and
of his father.
you always see Jos and Christian talking in the background, and even these days,
And it's not a fighting.
it's talking. Sometimes they're giggling.
Yeah.
So I don't always understand, and maybe it's true, but it just doesn't.
It's not impossible.
It just doesn't make that much sense to me. For me, though, Max has a trump card.
Let me quickly change my question. Let me just quickly make it easier and then come back to the question. Is it possible that we'll see a reemergence, what's the word I'm looking for? Will we see Christian and Max somewhere else building something new or improving something?
That depends on that conspiracy.
Okay, now,
if there is a thing between Jos and Christian, then of course no.
Not, yeah.
And another rumor that came out today that I've heard.
Which then brings me back to the question: should, in your opinion, and the way your knowledge, your passion, how you follow him, and you know where Red Bull currently is without Dietrich, with Helmut, and just the context.
I think
as we're
whatever
sitting here now, what do you think?
Whatever matters, it makes Max has a trump card. That card is anybody will sign him. Nobody except for Zach Brown will say no to him. And the only reason Zach Brown will say no to him is because they've got two drivers that's working.
And
Fantastic drivers.
And he's a young. But there's just no need for that.
Well, I
but
mean,
there's no team that will say no to Max, right? So
imagine Max going with Lewis at Ferrari. I mean, we've said this.
That. Imagine that.
We've said this.
That would be amazing. I'd love it.
It's also not impossible.
I'd love it. But here's the thing. Max has this trump card, right, that nobody will say no. So for me, if I was Max, I would just say, okay,
Play it.
let's go for 2026.
Let's
See who's got the best car, and then we go and talk to them.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
That makes the most sense.
I agree with you.
That's my theory about
100%.
Alpine. My theory about Alpine is they're going with Mercedes for 2 years.
And then they're going to go back and,
They're going to collect all the data.
Will we see Christian and Adrian Newey at Aston Martin?
No. Newey,
I've
yes.
considered that one, yeah.
But
I've considered that thought, yeah.
Max, yes.
Max, maybe. Christian, as far as I understand, Christian and Adrian are still okay with each other. There's not
Christian and
bad-
Alpine.
But that's my...
Yeah.
I like that one. Alpine-
Because Paz and Christian.
Oh, that would be... And Bernie.
Here's another rumor.
Oh, the bad boy team of one.
Here's another rumor I saw today. I'm not sure if you guys picked up on it.
Daai sal insane wees.
Is Christian Horner and Bernie Eccleston
Yeah.
is apparently want to combine and buy out Alpine
Yeah, with Flavio.
with Flavio.
That was the whole... That,
From their own team.
Let me...
Alpine.
they'll take over Alpine, but let me tell
Take
you...
over Alpine.
Can I
If
just
you
say,
thought
can
Red
I just
Bull
say,
is
can I
much
just say,
larger
this
than
whole conversation
F1.
sounds like the GNU.
If you thought that Red Bull was a bad boy team or a rebel team, let me tell you. If Flavio, Bernie, and Christian got together, that would be the most
That'll
rebel
probably
team.
break the sport.
They will
It's gonna be
My honest
Every
opinion.
FIA will be nowhere. They will be nowhere, my bro.
My honest opinion, I am very much for that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Horner's got a lot of money. So there's rumors of Otmar Schaffner putting money together for a 12th team.
Where is he at the moment?
He's putting together a 12th team. He's
Because
got
he's
money.
still on the sideline, right?
Yeah. So there's rumors of him they're putting a team. He's contacted Luca De Mayo from Renault. Apparently, the two of them are.
He stepped down from Renault completely. From the company.
And
you feel this episode will be about Belgium.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine Maserati making a resurgence in F1?
Resurgence. There we go.
I mean, Maserati was.
That's what I was
We'll come to you eventually.
Maserati was huge in F1 in the 50s.
I know Audi is coming to Formula 1, but I want to see Porsche in Formula 1 as well.
We have to get this podcast to a finish.
Okay, sure.
Predictions, I'm outsourcing mine. He's going to make my prediction.
I just want to ask a last question. Tsunoda.
No.
Is he going to finish the season?
Yes.
And then go to a different formula?
What, do you think they will replace him after the season?
Yes.
I think we must see how he performs.
Arvind Lindblad is in the background.
Yeah, but I mean, Tsunoda was in the background. Everybody's been.
It all depends on.
Unfit on Yuki because I think Yuki is a quick driver.
It depends what happens with Max.
Okay.
I think Yuki's doing quite
Max
well.
is it depends what happens. The card in this play.
The team are going to need someone to step up. So I just showed before he can do that. Maybe the car doesn't suit him, but at least from a leadership perspective, he's shown that he could do it in the RB. So if Max must leave, Tsunoda will probably have to step up, and I think they'll take him for that. But if Max stays,
for consistency's sake,
if Max stays. Potentially a move for Tsunoda.
You think they'll just move Tsunoda back to RB and put Ajar in the second seat?
Depends on their will for.
I don't think Liam Lawson will go back.
I think Oscar and Max will be with the Flav, Eccleston, and Christian.
That's amazing.
Now you guys. That's what I'm thinking.
Listen, let's get to the predictions quickly. Yes.
And then lastly, Sauber and Aston, will they keep up their performances? I don't think Sauber, but I think Aston will do well.
Aston,
because they've got a low track. They've got a low track.
Not this weekend, no.
Okay.
No, this weekend I agree that the guys that should perform will perform, and the rest will be left.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Alonso.
Yeah.
Let's talk. Kylie, your top three for the sprint. Give me your pole position.
Sprint.
No.
Oh, knee sprint.
You can choose. Choose one. Choose one.
Just the race.
Yeah, the race.
Pole position and your top three qualifiers.
Pole. Pole, Oscar, 1, Oscar, 2. I think I'm going to put Lando in there. And 3, even though ek weet wat ek en jy gesê het, according to last year, if he can perform like he did, Russell.
Okay, good. So 2 McLarens and a
he
Mercedes.
did get disqualified though, so I don't know.
I know, but that all depends on whether they're going to make a 2-stop or 1-stop, and if they can pick it. By the way, the question I wanted to ask on that is: are they going to run through, or are they going to just dip it back in the?
No, they won't. They it's too long.
Right.
So they don't have enough fuel.
So ISF incline.
Okay. That's the reason for it. Okay.
Can
yeah. So
that's your podium.
Yeah, that's my podium.
Okay, I'll go easy. I think Hamilton will be on a podium this weekend.
Wow.
Okay.
And I think it's sad to admit, but I think Max is going to struggle. I think there's too much going on in the Red Bull camp, and I think there's going to be unfamiliar territory. He's either going to thrive on it, or he's going to be like confused by it. I don't know.
Max is always an outlier for me. So, I mean, for me, I'm also going to go McLaren 1-2. I'll go Oscar 1, Lando 2, Oscar for pole. I'm going to go Leclerc, but again, Max is an outlier. If he pulls through, he'll put it on a podium for sure. But I'm going to go Oscar, Lando, Leclerc.
Okay. So, boys, I just want to say that Friday is 50% chance of rain.
That's okay.
Saturday is
All of them can drive in the
Saturday is 45% chance of
Probably
rain.
won't see a race this weekend.
And Sunday is 50% chance of rain. So my podium would be
No, but you've put the wrong Spa in there. That's the Spa in Vredekleef.
That's the hotel in Spa and 12 Apostles.
what's the Spa next to Truth Coffee? Joking.
Okay.
No, see, that's exactly why Hamilton will do really well because he's brilliant in rain.
I honestly think if it's going to rain, to be honest
Max
with you,
will win it.
to be honest with you, I think Lando is really good in the rain.
He is good in the rain.
So if it's going to rain, I think Lando's going to do it. But also Oscar.
Who's got to see the bad?
So I think Max is going to.
Here we go.
It's a driver's circuit. It's raining. I think Max did it last year in Sao Paulo.
Just quickly stop. I just want to see him with a Red Bull cap on his head.
He doesn't want to wear a Ferrari.
Oh no, I don't mind. I like Ferrari.
Have you ever worn a Ferrari cap before?
Yeah.
And
I used to have a Ferrari jacket.
And I've worn a Red Bull cap before because I've got a twin brother that's Red Bull. So what I want to say is I think my winner would be Max Verstappen. I would put Oscar second and I would put Charles third.
And Lando, DNF.
And Lando, I would
In the barriers.
I would put Oscar fourth.
Didn't he just say Lando would do well in the wet?
Yeah, that's what he led with. He was obviously talking about the sprint.
Yeah.
Not better. So I'm
Just
saying
better than Lance Stroll. That's what
I would definitely have my McLarens in the 4th and 5th position.
Yeah.
And I have Alonso in 6.
Nice.
Okay. So ouens baie dankie dat julle ingeskakel het. Thanks Graham.
Sure.
Please
Hang on, before we go, I want to give you something. Hang on.
and we need to give you something.
Okay. I want to do it live here on the telly.
Okay.
Did you bring the correct size? Which one did you get?
I didn't get the correct size. So the thing
Your
is,
ring.
so I was watching some of your episodes, guys, and I've got to say you don't have enough branding.
You're being sarcastic.
You don't have enough branding.
Listen, if this is a helmet, my head is
No, it's
slightly
not
bigger
It's
than.
not a helmet.
I didn't.
No, yeah, I've got one. Yeah, you can, and then I don't.
Yes, so. Yes, so.
And so,
Yes, dis lekker, my
And we
bro.
want to say thank you, Graham,
thank you.
for joining Vyf Ligte.
Okay, listen, when we start our own team, we'll call it Vyf Ligte.
There we
And then I'll
go.
take off my Red Bull cap for a Vyf Ligte.
Look at
Yes, so that really brings out your eyes.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Like insane. So.
absolutely brilliant.
Shot. Listen. Oh, wait.
I'm taking this to work.
Yeah, that's really cool. Thanks.
Wow, Graham, thank you so much for this.
You that shop so much on Temu, you probably have the keyring, but it's fine. You've got another one.
I don't have a
I
key.
still have it in my basket. I haven't triggered it
Wow,
yet.
it's brilliant.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
So, Graham, we really want to thank you.
Yeah,
Nou,
sure.
is somewhere daar
And
staat
I
ek
will-
kop.
Thank you for the cap, man. I appreciate it as
No,
well. It will go on
100%.
my cap wall.
And I want to say we're gonna soon start a WhatsApp group, right?
Yeah.
Where we're gonna go live on TikTok,
Mm.
and we're gonna join Graham in conversation with Martin.
Mm.
So you need to get onto TikTok and social media, my
What
friend.
is that?
Yeah,
So it's
What
a
is
conversation
TikTok?
for another day.
but yeah, we really enjoy this conversation.
Yeah, it's.
So
I'm
good.
probably gonna get in trouble after this conversation, but I really enjoy this conversation.
I just quickly want to put a dream out there. Like if ever the Formula One comes to South Africa, we find everybody that we can. We rent out a box and we just go and record and create content there. All of us in the same.
On that point,
Wouldn't that be
I want
amazing?
to mention Paddock View
Mm.
on TikTok.
Yeah.
Paddock View has
Yeah.
had a place in Johannesburg where they watch the F1 on Sundays together.
Mm.
And we want to create the same space. And so I want to say, you know what? It would be amazing if we can create the same space.
Mm. Yeah, 100%.
That's what we talked about like a few weeks ago, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I enjoyed it, guys.
so
Thank you
guys,
for having
thank
me
you
on.
so much. And guys, geniet die podcast. Ons weet dit was bietjie lank, maar ek hoop julle vind dit baie interessant en entertaining. Ons sien julle volgende keer.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for having me.